So our technology is called the engineered cementitious composites. It is basically specialty concrete that is fiber reinforced. The unique combination of materials in ECC allows it to have extremely high tensile ductility as well as compressive strength, and these properties, in comparison with regular concretes, are displayed on the screen. This combination of properties allow ECC to be able to withstand loads that are much, much heavier than what regular concrete can normally stand without cracking. And even if they crack, it actually has the ability to limit the crack widths to those that are measured by micrometers. So if you can say that they can self-control the widths of their cracks. Coupled with the ability of concrete to heal its own cracks in the presence of water and air, this allows ECC to basically self-heal its own cracks. What we consider as the application for our technology is called white topping. It is basically an application of a thin layer of concrete on top of existing asphalt pavements, possibly damaged ones. US infrastructure is highly damaged. It has recently been rated D+ by American Society of Civil Engineers. It is in high need of repair, and 96% of existing pavements and surfaces are made out of asphalt. So we see huge market potential.
ECC has been patented and no current phase. Compared to regular concrete, ECC have a higher strength and is more durable. So it have a longer service life, and because of the self-healing property, ECC do not need repair frequently, so it can have a lower life cost, and due to these properties, ECC can use less material, so it is better to the environment.
The market for roads and bridge construction is forecasted to increase from 78.4 billion in 2013 to 115 billion in 2022. In the past decade, new roads accounted for two-thirds of the government spending, and the remaining one-third went towards maintenance projects. Beginning 2005, the percentage of highway construction spending on maintenance projects grew, reaching 50.2% in 2010. With a new federal transportation bill in place, the amount spent on highway construction is forecasted to climb till 2016. This is the value chain of our industry. We move from the raw materials to the demand industry. The self-healing ECC falls in between the raw materials and the construction contractors. We supply the concrete to the construction contractors.
So for market validation, we have conducted extensive surveys in the space among industry experts in order to determine the technology's place in the market and how its potential looks for future commercialization and future contracts, essentially. So the first interview we've done was with the CEO and co-founder of Polytorx, an influential startup in the concrete space. Bill Airbone did see large potential with the technology, although cost is a huge barrier. His technology and his startup was actually even cheaper than the status quo concrete, but lasted much longer, and that's how they were able to convince departments of transportation to adopt their technology. So he sees cost as a serious problem. Our next interview was with a legislative director in the Michigan House of Representatives, Joseph Sullivan, and he had a similar problem. He had a similar issue. He basically recommended that we talk to the feds, essentially, to look for grants that could be applicable to our technology and allowing us to move forward with testing the technology by getting grants from the federal government as an incentive to help push a minimum viable product of our concrete at the state level. One prominent grant giver is the Highways for Life from the Federal Highway Association. Overall, the concrete technology needs to come down significantly in price for it to be valuable at all in the future. And so our next steps going forward are to be requesting you today for cash to allow us to do additional market research, but also, more importantly, to do additional testing in the laboratory in order to bring the cost significantly down, to find new composites that cost less, and help us to actually create an ECC composite that's cheap and also long-lasting. We thank you very much for your consideration. and look forward to speaking more in the future.